Assalamualaikum my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. I'm Iza here and I do weekly videos everything about makeup. So if you're new here, if you just stopped by, thank you so much, and I hope you like my content and I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. In this video, I'm doing a no makeup look. That's my take on it. That's what I've been doing for years now when I don't want to apply whole foundation, concealer, powder and like pack everything on. I don't want to do it in the summer months, sometimes when it's really hot and sweaty. So I'll just go minimal with my makeup and still look good, presentable, and hide the imperfections on your face. If you want to see how I go from here to here, please keep on watching. So first things first, you have to moisturize your face. It doesn't matter if it's summer or winter, moisturizing is a must. What you can do is you can switch from a very heavy thick moisturizer from the winter to a very lightweight water based moisturizers in the summer. So I've already done my skincare. I've put my moisturizer on. If you're going out, put your SPF on and then under eye cream. These two things are a must, but if you can add a serum and a toner, the more the better basically. Now next is I'm going to apply this Laura Mercier's makeup primer. I know I said least amount of makeup, but this is just a radiance primer and I'm going to apply it only on the high points of the cheeks to give myself a controlled glow. So this is very tiny amount that I have and I'm going to apply this on the high points of the face. Sorry, I'm looking there because I have my mirror there. I can't do without looking at a mirror. So just your like your chin, a little bit on the forehead and your cheekbones. Next step and the most magical step that I have in this routine is this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury's Healthy Glow. Is it? Yes, Healthy Glow All Year Hydrating Summer Tinted Moisturizer. So it can be used separately as a tinted moisturizer or it can be used as a base under your makeup. I use it normally alone as a tinted moisturizer because I think it's sufficient for my face. I don't have a lot of problematic areas. I just have some discoloration that I corrected with my concealer later, so only this helps me go all day and it's really a nice product. White, kind of like milky white consistency, there it comes out. Just rub it and when you apply it, will turn into your skin tone and it's a very light consistency and very light coverage. So if you feel like you need slightly more, take a little bit more and just apply where you think you need it. I think I need slightly more. Because this is my problem area. I feel like there's more discoloration here. So now up next is our most favorite NARS Creamy Soft Matte Concealer. This is in the shade Biscuit. This is a little light peachy tone, so it does the color correction for me as well and conceal the under eye circles and some discoloration issues that I have. You can either go with your finger or use a concealer. Just apply it right here where you need any discoloration. I think I applied a little bit more, so I'm going to use my finger to blend this in because the finger can blend it and move it further so that it does not cake up in, and blend it downwards so that it blends down with the cheeks and there's no harsh line of any kind there. Can you see the difference? I don't know if the camera can see. So I'll just blend it and then get back to you. I've applied the same concealer on my eyelids so that to neutralize the darkness here. I feel if I don't do this, don't neutralize the darkness here, my face still looks dull for some reason. But if I brighten up my lids, especially under eye and the eyelids, my face instantly looks brighter, my skin looks fresher and I look awake, I look fresh basically. So that's why I always put a little bit of the concealer, of the color corrector concealer on my lids as well and blend it really nicely so it doesn't crease Now this step is optional, but if you want to give your face a little bit of structure, some contouring and something like that, you can use cream product. This is a Clinique's what is it, Chubby stick. This is a contour stick. You can apply this very light-handedly and blend it well to the skin before we apply our tiny bit of powder. So what I'm going to do is use a Duo fiber brush, something like this. Can you see? Take it on the brush and tap the brush at the back of my hand so that there's not so much product there, and apply where I need it. That's like right here, so very lightly. So it's not so visible, it's not such a harsh line, and there you have it. So you blend it well. You can just tap with your finger because you used your hands to apply the foundation, the tinted moisturizer, so you can just tap it in together, so there is no harsh line and there's a little bit of shadow going on, so your face has some texture to it, some dimension to it, sorry. Okay, so last cream product that we're going to apply before powder is going to be our blush. This is Bobbi Brown's Coba Coral blush. It's a very good blush. I have had it for some time and it's amazing. I love the color. And the reason I'm applying most of the products are in cream format because it gives most natural finish and you'll have like, it'll look like least amount of makeup on your face. So this is the coral color and I'm using an Illamasqus brush with it. This is for cream products, so it has short bristles and a thick edge here. The apple of the cheek lightly dusted. Some people don't like to apply blush on a no makeup base, but I want to because I love blush. It's my most favorite product, blush and highlight, and I love the look of blushed cheeks. I don't like my face to be very bland and very like nude. Again, smile and just like it'll just lightly give a rosy cheek look. And yes, I know no makeup look can easily go into a proper makeup look, so be light-handed. Even I think I'm like trying to be as light-handed as possible, but it's going to be a little bit of a makeup look, but let's see. Now to powder our face, I'm using this Charlotte Tilbury's A-brushed finished powder. This is very nicely, very finely milled powder and it barely shows on the skin. That's why I've chosen this. I'm going to apply it with a fluffy brush because it will give the lightest application of powder. I'm just gonna roll my brush once, tap off extra and then just apply all over where I need. So it's just under the eyes, lightly on the forehead and T-zone. Because I applied my concealer here, so I'm lightly applying it there basically. So for the highlight, I'm going to skip it because we already applied the liquid highlight base, radiance base underneath this makeup tinted moisturizer. So what you can do is apply a little bit of the cream product that you applied earlier as your radiance base. You can go ahead and apply it again, but I am going to skip it because that's what I normally do. Next step is the eyes. For eyes and eyebrows, I always want to keep it look as natural and less done as possible. For that, I first use this Kiko's transparent eye gel eyebrow mascara and set my brows with it. You always want to brush your brow hair upwards and and turn them towards the ending. For the powder, I've been using this H&M brow powder and the color match is good. It suits my color. So for this dual-sided brush for eyebrows, I use the spoolie end to comb my brow hair and then this pointed end to fill my brows. I'm using this dark brown shade right here. And now I'm just going to slightly go right at the base of the brow and then kind of make a line, outline, like underline and outline the brow very lightly. Just guiding the hair so it stays in shape. It's really your personal preference. Eyebrows, I think, are very personal preferences. So if you want to go heavy-handed, go for it. If you want to go very light-handed, feathery looking, go for it. So it's really up to you. So eyebrows are done, and next comes the eyelids. If you've noticed, I have not set my lids with any powder. I did apply the concealer, and I deliberately not set those because I'm going to use a very natural skin tone color to set my eyes. But I am in love with this Hourglass this color, this one right here. You can see I'm already starting to hit pan, and I absolutely love this on my lids because it will give a skin like tone but with a little bit shimmer. So this is my very favorite color to when I don't want to apply any eyeshadows. I'll still apply this because my eyes look more bright and awake. Again, tap extra often. I'm using a fluffy brush because I'm just going to apply it to the whole lid. So just blend the concealer. It might be creasing like mine, and then you can just tap it all over the lid. I wanted to make sure if it's recording. Sometime I forget to press record. Please do let me know if you like these kind of talking tutorials or voiceover ones, because I'm trying to learn so many things and work as you guys prefer. So I'm just loading it on the brush and tapping it all over the lid, even to the brow bone. So you can see this instantly like gives me a brighter lid but still skin like. If you want to go with an eyeliner now, it's your choice, but I think a liquid liner would make the eyes look a little bit sharp, harsh. So if I really want to do an eyeliner, I will just go with the powder eyeliner and smudge it on my lash line. I'll do it now. Again, I'm using the same brow palette, and I'm using the next black shade right here. So I'm using the same brush and applying this black on the lash line, very close to the lash line. Mostly I like to go with the powder liner than liquid or a pencil or a gel, because that personally it feels like a lot of work, and I prefer this because even if you go a little bit wrong with it, it won't show because it's a smudged eyeliner look. I'm taking a very small smudging brush, and it's clean, there's no product, and I'm just going to smudge this eyeliner. Next come the lashes and mascara. Extended Play Giga Black, and I like it because it's basically for lower lashes, but I applied it on the upper lashes as well for a very light finish, and it's not too much in the face, and I like that with the minimal look. I like to have lashes, but I don't want the lashes to be too loud, so I'm going to curl my lashes first. So this is what the mascara looks like. So that's my mascara done. I don't like to apply it on the lower lashes when I'm doing a minimal look, so I'll just leave it on the upper ones, and that's it. For my lipstick, I am again going very neutral and very nude kind of shade, or you can just apply your lip balm. It's your choice, or you can go heavy-handed with your lipstick. It's really up to you. I have these two shades here. Just this one is in the color Nude Suede, and this is Truffle Delight. These are the two colors. So I'm thinking I will go with the Truffle Delight. So guys, this is my no makeup look. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you consider it a no makeup look, because I still use products, yes, but I kept them to a minimal, and that's what I've come up with. That's what I've been using. These products I've been using for years now, so I know they will last long, all day, and I really like this because it is the minimal makeup and still my skin looks good. I still look presentable and I feel confident in my skin. So if you guys like it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have any suggestions, do comment down below. All the products that I've used, I believe I've been inserting picture here, but I will also give you the links in the description box down below. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed it, and stick around. Thank you for your support. I'll see you next time. Bye.